Fortnite Reload is probably the greatest thing to happen to Fortnite since the OG season. It's packed with references to Chapter 1 and it's a nostalgic trip to longtime players. In this video, we'll reveal all the secrets and Easter eggs in Fortnite Reload that you might have missed. Starting with the Mythic Goldfish. You might remember this item from back in Chapter 2. Well, it's made its return into Fortnite Reload. In case you forgot what it does, the Mythic Goldfish is a throwable item which can be picked up after use, even if it hits an opponent. If you throw it at an enemy, it does an insane amount of damage. The chance of you finding it from a chest are less than 1%, so it will probably take you a while before finally finding it. There's a special chest in Reload that pretty much hands you the win. However, the chances of you actually finding it are less than 1%. This chest hands you a full loadout. This includes 5 different exotic weapons. People are calling it the Death Chest. Let us know in the comments if you're one of the lucky ones to find it. Billy Bass is back. It wouldn't be a true nostalgic trip without our favorite dancing fish. I don't even need to explain this one, cause who would forget about him? There's nothing more fun than just to be able to grapple everywhere, but if you're anything like me and for some reason fall damage is your middle name, it was a risky item to use. Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore, since the Grappler now comes with no fall damage. There's also a new POI called Dusty Docks. It might seem familiar, but you can't quite put your finger on why. That's because it's a mix of Dirty Docks and Dusty Depot, combining elements from both iconic locations, with the industrial vibe of Dirty Docks and the nostalgic feel of Dusty Depot. Another returning POI is the football field. However, don't get too excited. They decided to replace the football field with a basketball court instead. This change is confusing, especially with the Euros and Copa America ongoing right now. The good news is that the basketball court is playable and even the trash cans serve as baskets. One of the iconic POIs from Chapter 1 is back. The iconic Motel has made its return, but you might have noticed a few changes. Well, if you remember back in Chapter 1, the motel was abandoned, but now it's a fully functioning motel. The building has been fixed and even the swimming pool has been filled up. By the swimming pools, there's always a poster listing the pool rules, like no diving, no weapons, no alcohol, and absolutely no fun. But it seems like the rules have been changed. Now you're allowed to do whatever you want by the pool except for diving, which, you know, is probably the most fun thing to do by a pool. The Stoneheads are also back. These iconic statues were first introduced in Season 5 of Chapter 1, and all of the stone faces were looking towards Western Salty Springs. Now you can find 3 of them in Fortnite Reload. The classic head with a car on top of it, the one with the shoes, and also the one with a mustache. It sucks when you land somewhere and most of the chests didn't spawn. Well, you don't have to worry about that in Fortnite Reload. They brought back 100% spawn rate for chests, so you'll never have to worry about running low on loot ever again. There's also more chests on the small Fortnite Reload map than the whole Battle Royale map. Fortnite loves to tease us with secret bunkers, and this is no different with Fortnite Reload. You might remember that under Tilted Towers there was a small cave with nothing in it. In Reload, if you visit this cave, you will find, yes, you guessed it, another secret bunker. We just found out what the bunker was holding in the Battle Royale mode, and now we are left yet with another mystery. One of the worst places to land back in Chapter 1 was Junk Junction, but there was one thing that made it not all bad: the metal llama, and now it's back. You can find this iconic metal statue near Retail Row, and if you decide to visit him, you will be rewarded with a chest near the llama's feet. Remember how crowded Risky Reels used to get, and how many players would land on the tree next to it for the chests before pushing into Risky Reels? Well, that iconic tree is back, and it's now located on a small island, but the chests around it remain, ready to be looted. Winning a game of Reload is challenging, but when you manage to get a victory royale, you are rewarded with a special umbrella. What's cool about this umbrella is the cubes around it. They are the same ones that appear when you get rebooted. This is fitting since the unique aspect of Reload is the ability to respawn. Additionally, OG players will appreciate the special sound it makes upon landing, adding a nostalgic touch. Arguably, the most acclaimed comeback has been Truckasaurus. He won everyone over in Chapter 1 Season 1 by becoming a beloved statue. In Season 2, he made a dramatic return by landing in the ocean, only to be pulled out and left to rest in the sand. Years later, in Chapter 3, the players rescued him from the sand, finding him broken down. Now, they're determined to rebuild him, hoping to restore him to his former glory and relive the good old days. Remember that weirdly satisfying creaking noise that doors used to make? Well, that seems to be back too. I don't know why they ever took it out, honestly. One of my favorite things to do was destroying the base of the tower in Lonely Lodge. It only took a few seconds and you'd get a free kill and loot from fall damage. The tower is back, but this time they have reinforced the base. While I'm not particularly thrilled about the reinforcement, at least the tower has made its return. Due to the small size of the map, they couldn't bring everything back, but they couldn't just forget about Tomato Town. Instead, we got a small resemblance of it, ensuring we remember one of the most iconic landing spots. And that's it for Fortnite Reload, Easter eggs, and secrets. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.